Yo, hi guys, so welcome back to Watch Between the Lines. You know what, I hate this name. I'm changing it to Between the Opening. Jesus, what was I thinking when I made it up? And this week we're gonna talk about the 7th opening of Gintama. Hey, finally the dude with the Gintoki profile who always uses Gintoki to express his feelings talks about something Gintama related. But well, let's get into the whole hidden meaning stuff. The opening starts off with us getting a look at an empty home, which doesn't really say much, but we can find our protagonist Gintoki at the top of the building, looking into the sky absent-mindedly. What does he look at? You might ask. With the way he looks at it, it has to be something important, maybe like a beautiful bird, or maybe even an Amount ship that's about to invade. No, it's the title screen. Well, fuck that shit, that means nothing to us. Moving on. After the title card, we get to see Gintoki trying to start an escape from Otose, who holds a letter with something written on it. And now, people who watch Gintama anime might jump to the thought that it reads rend, and that could be true, but as a weeb who has spent an entire 2 hours in Japanese class, I can say that these kanji can also mean punishment. Please don't look it up. And Gintoki wants none of that, so he starts to run away right past Kagura, who looks really wait, wrong version. There we go. Who looks really cute, and the problem is that I can't really stick around this pic too much because after the whole orgy incident in the first, the little sister thing in the second, and the middle schooler being a sex worker stuff in the third between the opening, because if I keep this pic up any longer, then the police will break down my door again. So moving on. We can see Gintoki continuing his escape from Otose and her crew as he runs past Shinpachi and its human body. And the next few seconds just show Gintoki run from Otose's crew Tama and I forgot that bitch. Oh well, doesn't matter. We can see him run past Mado, Tsura, Otae, Kyubei, and Sarutobi. And I know that there are other characters, but these 7 seem to be the most important, seeing how they get an extra close-up shot each. Wait, 7 important characters? Oh, now it makes sense. What do you base your characters around if you want some symbolism in your story as a creative writer? Greek mythology? Nah. Japanese mythology? No. Oh, Chinese mythology? For fuck's sake, no. Egyptian mythology? You know what? Fuck, the 7 deadly sins. Everyone and their mother bases their characters off the 7 deadly sins. And it all makes sense. Kagura's gluttony with all the eating she does. Shinpachi's envy, seeing as it is just some glasses being envious and wanting to be a real human too. Madao's sloth with all the lying around he does. Katsura's greed, seeing as he wants to control the whole world with his terrorism. Ota is clearly wrath with all the punching she does. Kyubei's pride, seeing how she takes a lot of pride in being special with all the woman being a man talk she does. Bitch, shut up, it's 2020, it's normal now. And Sarutobi represents lust in this case, even though we all know that Tsukuyo would be the best choice here because she's the best woman in the series. Fuck you, fight me. And the whole Gintoki looking into the sky thing fits also perfectly with the next scene because Otose in this case represents the judge to heaven. And it makes even more sense because as a weeb who spent an entire 7 hours in Japanese class, you can read these characters also as divine punishment. Yeah, Japanese is hard, kid, you really don't need to look it up. The next scene slows the pace down and we can see Gintoki walk through some park with 2 of the sins in his back, probably trying to convince him to do something bad, and he even tries to control them for a second, but he loses control and gets washed into that pace. But the odd thing is, Gintoki's smiling, and I think that shows that he has come to terms with his imperfections as a human being who will make mistakes for the duration of his life, knowing that he can easily reset his sin meter with a "forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." The next scene just shows different forms of the 7 deadly sins in different people. Some examples would be sloth, pride, being pathetic, wrath, gluttony, and you can probably guess the rest. This scene is followed by us getting a look at a hidden sin that everyone did when they were young, and that is being edgy as fuck, even though we all knew that deep inside we were just filthy weebs. This is represented by Hijikata walking through this deserted wasteland, being all edgy, turning into this. The opening ends with Gintoki and what seems to be now the 2 main sins going into town, thinking about what shit they're about to do, but still smiling, knowing that everyone can do mistakes, like saying that one unfunny joke again because you thought the reason why everyone didn't laugh was because they didn't hear you. I mean, it's weird, right? Why didn't they laugh? But overall, it's a beautiful opening with a message that speaks to everyone in us, because everyone has faults hidden within him, and such a deep and meaningful message just fits such a deep and meaningful show such as Gintama. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I also hope that you're doing fine and have a fine day. Now all that's left for me to say is for you to do whatever you want down there. This was Nyhve and I'm out. Ciao!